it's a house designed for 2 parents and 2 kids, but it's the idea of the parents can live there their entire lives, so they don't have to move out.
Yeah, so it's not massive.
It's big enough for the 2 of them, and then you've got enough space for the kids.
That's pretty good.
Like that. I am Callum. I am 20 years old. I'm studying architecture at the University of Lincoln. I am the founder and the current president of the Fetish Society.
I'm Alex Turner. I'm 21. I study at the University of Lincoln doing games computing, and I'm part of the Lincoln Fetish Society.
How would you describe the fetish?
Just something specific that someone finds sexually attractive.
A sexual desire.
So the definition of fetish, the first one is a form of sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree to a particular object, item of clothing or part of body. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I would say that it's pretty accurate, but I mean, there's a bit more in terms of like you almost get a sense of community.
The main 2 that I tend to define myself off are DDLG and pet play.
Okay, so what do you think DDLG means?
DDLG.
Standing for Daddy, Dom and Little Girl.
And what is pet play?
Pet play is different for different people, but it's typically the idea, it's a relationship dynamic between 2 people where one plays the role of a pet.
I wouldn't call it a fetish, I'd call it a kink. I am involved with BDSM, so I play a submissive role in BDSM. That varies between different roles. You have little, sub, brat, middle, all that sort of stuff. So I basically kind of dabble in all the submissive roles within BDSM, so I'm quite a mix.
If I had to pick a main one, I'd say my fetish is vor, which it's a bit of an out there one, honestly.
Vor. I think I've heard of that. That's like being consumed. Is it consuming stuff? Yeah.
Well, it's basically the sexual desire to be swallowed alive or swallow someone else whole, which again, bit of a weird one, but it's mainly maintained to fantasy, like drawings, animations, things like that, because you know the physical impossibility of it.
Yeah, if you pass me my bag, I brought a collar because I thought this would be quite interesting to talk about. People don't usually realise it. In BDSM relationships, once you find a partner that you care for very deeply and like you trust them and all that sort of stuff, a thing called collaring is a thing. So it basically means that you are like not officially a thing, but you have made like a promise to each other. So it's after you're in a relationship, it's like that step up. Yeah.
Well, yeah, polyamory is basically, a lot of people kind of shun it or kind of, don't know the word, like see it as a negative construct or like most times when I come out to someone saying I'm poly and they don't know what it is, the first thing they ask is, well, are you not jealous that your partner's with someone else? Or are you not like upset or annoyed? And it's like, well, no, that's kind of the whole point of it. The whole point is that if you and your partner aren't perfectly compatible, because a lot of people in monogamous relationships try and find someone who matches them perfectly, so likes the same things, does the same things, has sometimes the same physicality, you know, is a perfect match for them. Whereas with polyamory, it's more, you find someone who has something in them that you really enjoy spending time with and you really enjoy being in a relationship with.
I personally haven't received any backlash. However, I do know of one of our members last year. He was part of one of the sports teams. They then found out about his membership and it didn't go well for him. So he then ended up leaving and didn't want to pursue being part of the society anymore, which I totally understand.
can't tell who's singing. That's what really bothers me, that I don't know who it is. What I like about music and the kind of music that I like is the kind that like